4 words. The Greek fucking freak, dude.
Fucking elevator closes.
Dude, the Greek fucking freak, dude. Unfucking believable. To win the championship, too. What were you going to say?
You know what's funny about the name? Like, and I'm so sorry if you're a Greek person, but when I hear Greek, I don't think, like, intimidating warrior or nothing like that. I think
Really?
I think of a guy in, like, a white leotard, or whatever the fuck they call him. With like some leaf things around his head.
Yeah.
And like a tabernacle saying some philosophical shit. You know what I mean? Just like, hear ye. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I think of with Greek, you know?
Yeah.
And that's probably completely wrong. And people are going to be all pissed off about it.
Yeah. When you go to Greece, they do have some like statues and shit like that. Like guys with a tiny dick and shit.
Little dick,
yeah,
you know?
It looks like a fucking turtle coming out of its shell.
Like, I would not want my nickname to have anything to do with Greeks, because people would be like, oh, you're the statues with the little dicks. You know what I mean?
But, dude, holy fuck did he put on for his people, man. The people of Milwaukee, the people of Greece, like, the Greek fucking freak, dude.
Of Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, dude, let me tell you, well, that's where he's from,
yeah.
right? He's from Greece, right? He's Greek.
Hence the name.
Yeah. And the accent, very strong accent, which you were like, dude, I didn't know you had an accent.
Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but like, who was that? The one I was saying,
Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder. I was like, I was expecting him to have like this hardcore, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be racist. And then when you see Giannis, I didn't expect him to have an accent.
Really?
I expected it just. I don't know. He's from like I'm fucking Mexican, but you don't see me having a Mexican accent. Like
hey,
I'm full blood.
Yeah.
Not even that. That's like gangster cholo, but like.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know.
Fool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
1, 2, 3, go. You know, like that. You know, but like I expected Giannis just to fucking speak normal English.
With like an American accent. Well, because there's no such thing as talk normally. Like, we have a fucking strong accent to, like, other people, like, who live in foreign countries. Which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
Because we grow up, like, hearing people that sound like us.
They have the accent.
They have the accent. But to them, we have an accent.
I went to England for the Raider game, and they all speak proper English. And to them, we have, like, a crazy... it's not even an accent to them. To them, we speak in slang.
Really?
Yeah, like we have
it's
slang English. It's not right. It's like we're cutting corners and we're trying to be extra.
Yeah.
But anyways, Giannis. So I wanted to say something when you brought that up. We talked about we were talking about this the other day, and we are talking about how that one game where it was funny because that one guy was even saying with Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar,
yeah.
How he was like, fuck, I was waiting for him to miss. You know what I mean? Because it was like such a big thing. Like, this guy was on a fucking roll.
Yeah.
Dame couldn't miss.
Yep.
And Giannis literally stretched that for not one game, but for fucking 4.
Yep.
Like, that's phenomenal. That's fucking crazy.
And what it is, too, you know it. You see it when it clicks. When you talk about that, like, let's just call it the Mamba mentality, because it does look like something switches in their brain.
Yep.
That mentality switches. You see it.
Yep.
And with the Dame Dollar and with Giannis, and when Giannis went down 0-2, you fucking saw something switch in his head. After, you know, and Bucks and Suns and the tip-off, whatever.
Yep.
When Giannis gets that first point, that first dunk, you're like, there's something different. He's coming with a different energy in this game. And then he did that, but for 4 fucking games. Like
you know what's crazy? I'll be the first one to admit that I thought the Suns were going to sweep.
Beat the fuck out of them, yeah.
I knew... I never doubted Giannis. I always knew Giannis was a great fucking player. And I knew he was a dominant force. But then you look at Booker and you're just like, man, he's such a great skill player. His shots. And then CP3 with the assist and just the leadership and what the stats he brings to every team. You're just like... And in the first 2 games...
Look at the duo.
And you're like, I don't see this going past 4 games.
On paper, Giannis and Chris Middleton... versus Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Who you got?
I'd go Booker and Paul every fucking time, dude.
Paul, me too. Yep.
Yeah.
And especially with the mentality that Chris Paul and Devin Booker were coming in with.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what makes Giannis's performance that much more special. Because I don't think we're the only ones that thought that.
Yep.
And for him to go out there and just fucking dominate not one game but 4 in a row like that, man.
It was fucking ridiculous. And like, to be honest, like, sorry, I'm gonna switch the game here. But to be honest, like when you look at it, you watch them play, right? You know everybody on that court wanted it, but like you just like with Giannis, like there's something that switched, and you're like, there was when that like switch flipped, there was no doubt in your brain. Like it was weird. You had no doubt that he fucking wanted it more.
Yeah.
You know, like you looked at him, you're like, you just like see him play, and when that switch flipped and he hit the and when he had that mad dog staring, you're just like, there's something different. Like he wants it more.
Like I'm not trying to be funny, but like this is like the realest thing I could compare it to. Remember that movie Old School with Will Ferrell?
I've never seen it.
Fucking hilarious. You gotta check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, there's a group of friends that just want to have fucking fun, and one of them rents a house on a fraternity thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So they have to start their own fraternity to continue living there. But these guys are like older dudes, like they're fucking older. It's Vince Vaughn, Will Ferrell, and Luke Wilson.
Got it.
And so they start a fraternity, and then the dean of the school realizes like these guys are just trying to take advantage of the situation. Anyways, they make him go through like a what do they call them? Decathlon or what the fuck it is? Where like
some
triathlon. But like that's what like 3 sports, but it's like it's academics.
Got it.
And anyway, so they go through different things to try and to beat the actual school to say they're part of it.
Yeah.
And they have to do a debate. And so the actual students are like, oh yeah, we're gonna destroy these fucking dads, you know. So Will Ferrell's is one in the debate. And so the actual college kids go on this fucking thing, right? And they just fucking demolish debate. They're just like fucking with some technical crazy shit, and they're like, oh, we're gonna lose. And then they're like, all right, so Will Ferrell's turn. So he goes up there and he like does this thing where he like blacks out, and then he like snaps out. He like wakes up, and then he just starts saying some crazy smart shit like, whoa, Ted, back in the 1962s, we did it, and he just like fucking he wins the debate, and then he like does it again. They're like, dude, where'd you get that from? He's like, what are you talking about? I fucking blacked out.
Yeah.
Like, he has no idea
right.
what happened. And I almost feel like Giannis did that. Like, he knew he was a great player. He had a great team. And then he just kind of, like, zoned out and then turned into this fucking Greek freak. He actually turned into the Greek freak for 4 games and just fucking killed and carried the entire team. And afterwards, it was just like, oh, when's game 3? Motherfucker, you already went through all of them. Like, we won, dude.
Dude, I remember looking back at the stats like, okay, he dropped 50 points, 2 assists, and 13 rebounds to win the championship.
Double.
One of the greatest performances, like, individual, like, performances in a single game, probably in finals history. It's going to be fucking remembered, like, among all of the greatest performances. That game alone. But I was like, just to see, how was he in the games before? First 2 games, average. The rest, fucking dominated.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yo, what the fuck happened?
And then we also talked about, like, you just, like, you feel for Booker, but you also know he's young. He's going to get there again.
Back, yeah.
But then you feel really bad for Chris Paul because his time's coming to an end, you know?
Yeah.
And then you look at Giannis, you're like, he's going to be there again.
Yep.
You know? So, like, you don't know who to, like...
Cheer
for, you know what I mean? Like, we both said that, too, in the finals round. We're like, I don't know, I want Giannis, but then Booker's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
And then, you know, talk about what you were saying the other day, but a little bit more in detail on how it's crazy that all these guys that Kobe touched are doing so fucking great. They're the future, dude.
Yep.
Literally. And 2 guys we see in the finals that Kobe had such a strong hold on and influence are the future.
Yep. Literally, Giannis, like, had said in a post-game interview, like, it changed him when Kobe said, like, because somebody was like, what's next for Giannis? They asked him on Twitter or some shit, and, like, Kobe responded with MVP and then a championship. And so Giannis, he said that, like, when in the back of his head, he was like, I gotta fucking do it for Kobe. Like, I gotta do it for Kobe now. And he was like, if Kobe thinks I could do it, I can do it. Like, it doesn't matter what I believed about myself before. If Kobe thinks I could do it, I could do it. And so, like, to hear that and to see that's fucking crazy. And I was telling you, like, he went to specific players. Like, you didn't see him go to some fucking 40-year-old, like, fucking 6th man, 7th, like, benched player. Like, he went to, like, very specific players. Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Devin Booker, who else? Fucking chatted with Chris Paul, LeBron,
Yeah.
Most of those guys were in the playoffs this year.
But like you were saying that he didn't do it to like any bench player. You could argue like, oh, of course he went to the people with talent. But like he also talked. It wasn't about that. Like he also talked to like Julius Randle, and Julius Randle is not in the level of Trae Young. Even now, he's not in the level of Trae Young or Giannis or Luka or Booker. But you see, since Kobe's death, Julius Randle has stepped up his game.
And everybody was like, who the fuck's Julius Randle, to Julius Randle's ass till when Kobe died. Holy fuck, Julius Randle
was carrying a team. He was carrying his team.
The fucking Knicks.
Yeah.
The fucking Knicks, dude.
Yep.
And so now, he had a lackluster performance in the playoffs, but beforehand, he fucking played his heart out. He did the best he could. You see, like, the people of New York could be like, yo, we got some fucking potential with Julius Randle.
Yep. And you see the impact, and like we talked about how, we were just talking about the other day how it still hurts that Kobe's gone. We didn't know him personally, obviously, but like, he was like a god to us.
Yeah,
he was this mythological creature, and you're seeing it even after death. Like, his impact is still being talked about.
Yeah.
With Giannis and the tweet and everything like that. Like, this guy was, man, it's like, I literally never thought I'd see Kobe pass away in my time.
No, I thought I'd die before Kobe, for sure.
For real, dude. Like, you never thought about that shit. Like, Kobe was, man. And that's why
Laker GOAT.
You talk about, they always argue, is it Jordan? Is it Kobe? Is it LeBron? Is it Durant? Is it one of these guys playing now? Okay, that's just with basketball. You're talking about overall impact on the sport, on people's lives. It's got to be Kobe.
Yeah. Not only was he one of the greatest fucking basketball players of all time, didn't that dude win like an Oscar?
Yeah, on his short film.
Like.
Yeah. His approach to everything was just like, I don't want to only do good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this just to do good. I have to be fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy, man.
Yeah, fucking sucks, dude. But to kind of change, to go back
on the positive and the happiness.
Positive for some people. So Giannis, did you see the shit that's happening with Giannis and James Harden?
No.
So about a year or 2 years ago, I forget which year, Giannis won the MVP. And the runner-up for MVP was James Harden. So when Giannis won the MVP, James Harden started talking shit to Giannis. It was playful. Some people said it was playful. Some people said it was cold-blooded.
There's usually some truth to some of the shit,
Yeah. So James Harden said something on the lines of like, it doesn't take talent to be tall and to dunk a basketball. What I do takes actual skill. Like,
wow.
Like, what I do takes actual skill. It does not take any talent to be 7 foot tall and dunk a basketball and run and dunk a basketball. What I do takes skill. And Giannis was like, dude, you're a fucking ball hog. It's a you guy. You're a you guy. It's most valuable player, whatever. And he's like, but it doesn't take skill to be 7 foot to go dunk a basketball. What I do takes actual talent and skill.
Wow.
And guess what fucking Giannis said when he won the championship? He goes, he said something along the lines of this. I might be butchering it, but when I heard this, I was like, this was a jab at James Harden. I fucking know it. He goes, he made it like a slight jab. He said, I don't want to name anybody specific, but I could have very easily gone on a super team to win a championship, but this one was harder.
I did hear that. I didn't know that was at him. Oh,
that was at
man.
fucking James Harden. He was like, I could have easily went to a super team to win a championship, but this right here was fucking harder and takes more talent.
And still won.
Yep. And I was like, oh yeah, you damn fucking right. And he beat fucking James Harden and his fucking super team bum ass fucking rich ass.
And you know what? Like,
Nuts.
I give props to James Harden. He's a good player. But I even more so now don't like him because I kind of didn't like the whole how he played to be fat to get traded.
Yeah.
Like, he
was a scumbag.
Yeah.
And he went.
Yeah.
And he was a scumbag, and he went and played for a fucking super team. You want to talk shit about Giannis winning the MVP, and you want to say some shit like
just be happy for him.
Yeah, be happy for him. But to say it takes no skill, you know what doesn't take any skill? Winning a championship with two of the fucking great basketball players of this generation. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant will go in history years from now as some of the greatest basketball players of this generation.
There's also mentioned he also played in a team with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
And still
couldn't win a championship.
So.
Oh, you have skilled dumbass win a fucking ring.
Yeah, for real.
Bitch ass.
Yeah, look in the fucking mirror, dude.
Yeah, bitch ass. Fucking put some respect on the fucking Greek freak, man.
Shit, you don't have to now.
Yeah,
he put it for himself.
Absolutely.
Good for fucking him, dude.
Fucking Giannis and that family, dude. You were telling me about that family.
Yeah.
They all have a ring now.
And it's almost like it couldn't happen to a nicer person. Do you see the video he posted on Twitter where he's like at a fast food restaurant ordering food and he's like recording all the people coming up and he's just like he could be like some of the
touch the trophy and shit?
Yeah, he could be like some of the assholes out there like, hey, get the fuck away, I'm trying to order food, this is my personal time, leave me alone. Nah, he's recording going on fucking Instagram Live or wherever the fuck he was. He was ordering food and the fucking waitress chick was right there, and he's like, "Is it okay if I record you?" Yeah. And he was being cool. Like it couldn't happen.
Chicken nugget.
Yeah, it couldn't happen for a better guy, man. Like good for fucking him.
And I've always known that about Giannis. Like everybody, like
you could see it.
You could fucking see it. Like he's like Tatis, but on a better team.
Yeah.
Like he's just a fucking people person. Like he is the man of the people. Like you always see, like, every single year, you see a video of Giannis handing his shoes to a little girl in the crowd, or bringing a little girl into the crowd onto the court and taking a picture with her, or, signing something for somebody, or, doing a video for somebody, like, you always see that, like, and everybody says, like, even the reporters after they won the championship, they were like, I would have wanted it for nobody better than Giannis. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
So
kindest human beings.
I'm gonna be that guy right now and say that this is all a fucking conspiracy. The same year, the Bucks win the Super Bowl, and now the Bucks win the NBA title.
Oh wow!
So I'm gonna say there's something there. Fucking aliens are being told are real now. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be that guy. This shit's all fucking conspiracy.
There's something fucking up
it's
here,
the fucking Illuminati. That's what it is.
Jesus, man. But holy fuck, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gotta show love to that.
So one brother's on the team with him, right? Already?
I think so, yeah.
And then the other one's with the Lakers.
Yep.
Imagine if they were all on the same team. We talked about Bron and Bronny playing together. Can you?
Oh my
God. All three brothers playing together, like how proud the parents would be. So just watching their kids and then go to a finals and championship and all that. Like, But you also wonder too, like, they literally train together every day of their fucking lives. Why is one a legit superstar and the other two ain't? Like, obviously they're good. They're in the NBA.
Yeah.
They're good. But like Giannis is dominant. Like what do you think that is?
They're three different human beings that probably went on three different paths and learned from like multiple different people. I think Giannis just was at the right place at the right time and learned from the right people.
And aren't they different sizes?
I think so. They're all pretty fucking big though. They got it in their DNA. They're all
but I think
fucking big. Two
of them are like a couple inches shorter, no?
Oh yeah, no. Giannis is like 7 foot.
So to Harden's point, I'm just kidding.
Dude, you know what takes talent though? Beating fucking the Nets with Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. People were like, "Oh, but like all three of them weren't playing." Well, there was two of them at all times. It was either James Harden,
that's
Kevin
their
Durant, or
fucking
Kyrie
fault.
Irving,
They can't stay healthy.
Yeah, and also too, like, oh, boo, fucking who they lost Kyrie Irving. Oh, they got to play with only James Harden and Kevin Durant. Fucking assholes. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, still two legit fucking beasts.
And like, dude, he had to beat them. Who else did he fucking beat? He beat the Hawks with Trae Young.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think he was gonna get past the Hawks.
Beasts. He beat some fucking animals.
It was not an easy road.
Went and fucking had like 7 dunks or seven blocks. You know what takes talent? Fucking dropping 50 points, getting 13 rebounds, getting a shit ton of assists, and getting fucking multiple blocks a game.
Staying on a hot streak, not only in the NBA Finals, but for 4 consecutive games. That takes talent.
Both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Played defense like a fucking animal. Like a fucking freak. A Greek freak.
The blocks were fucking not normal blocks, dude.
Yo,
they were fucking shit you put on a poster, you put on your fucking wall. Blocks.
Like on some like, where the fuck did he come from blocks?
Yeah.
Like from like chase down, like some insane chase down blocks. Like to like just, yo, how did he fucking reach that? Like, dude, fucking crazy.
Yep.
That takes talent, dude. Giannis is the fucking GOAT. So shout outs to Giannis, man. That guy's
fuck yeah.
Man.
That whole family, that bloodline is fucking legit. They got 3 fucking rings in their family right now.
Yep. And to kind of change the subject, we brought up the Lakers. There's some shit that the Lakers could do this year. And I think they would be the only, because you said I hope they aren't like a Raiders and mess out on opportunities. I don't think they will. So there's already talks.
Yeah.
That the Lakers are looking to give up THT, Kyle Kuzma, and I forget the third player for either for Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul. Well, I think they would just sign Chris Paul because I think he's a free agent.
He's a free agent. What about
So
Dame? Is Dame a free agent or is that
Dame
a
needs
trade?
to be traded. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think he's either a free agent this year or next year.
So I hate to get excited for those things because, like I said, with the Raiders, there are always rumors of Brady last year, Aaron Rodgers this year, Devontae Adams, and then nothing fucking happens. So I hate, you know how I feel, with the fucking superstition. I always think I'm going to jinx everything.
Yeah.
So I try not to get too excited about it, but, I don't know, man. I would take any one of them.
Dude, so I was telling you, it's a win-win. Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook is a win-win.
Yeah.
Because both of them are going to
It's an upgrade no matter what.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to help the team, tremendously. I sent you those videos, somebody was like, yo, the triple-double king, literally the fucking GOAT when it comes to team playing. Literally, he's going to just fucking... Somebody was like, imagine Russell Westbrook who drops triple-doubles. How many more fucking points he could drop and how many more assists he could drop and how many more rebounds he could drop with fucking LeBron James and Anthony Davis? Who the fuck did he have out there in Thunder and he was dropping triple-doubles? Who the fuck is in the Thunder with him?
Nobody.
I can't really think of one fucking person who's playing at the Thunder with him.
There's 4 other people that start with him and I have no idea who the fuck they are.
I'm sure I'm forgetting one person, but no, I don't think I am. I think he was there with some fucking average Joes, dude.
And then you talked about who would have to trade to get players like that, and you said Kyle Kuzma. And the first thing I thought of, because we got the Dodger game in the background, fucking Dave Roberts going crazy.
Oh, Dave Roberts is fucking pissed. Oh,
But
he's gonna get thrown out. Continue.
We're talking about Kyle Kuzma being a big trade piece. I compare him to Gavin Lux.
Kyle Kuzma?
Yeah, because such potential
Right.
to be big stars.
That's fair.
And just not coming through when they need to. But then they have those games where you're like,
oh,
fucking shit.
Yeah.
So, perfect trade bait. Hey, there's high potential. We need to trade him now.
That's a good point. That's a great comparison. I didn't like it at first, and then when you explained it, I was like, oh, yeah. That's
they have all this potential in the world, and they're the next big thing for each of their teams in LA. And then they have these great games where you're like, yeah, we got to fucking keep this guy.
Yeah.
And then they don't come through. And then all of a sudden there's games where they're like, why are they in the fucking pros right now?
Yeah.
So, that's how I feel. They're perfect trade bait. Kyle Kuzma, I don't see him being in a Laker uniform next year.
I don't think so
If we're going to make any of these big moves.
Hey, imagine we just... Nah, it's never going to happen, but, I would... If we had... I was telling my dad this, and it's been an unpopular opinion. A lot of Laker fans, especially, and a lot of NBA fans, especially, have just been, on my shit about this opinion. I want to fucking trade Anthony Davis. And if we traded Anthony Davis for Dame Dollar, we'd be fucking good. We would be so fucking good. Imagine the Lakers with LeBron James. Right?
I'd be okay with it. We had the right big man.
LeBron James, right? Russell Westbrook, Dame Dollar, and what's that fucker's name? I forget his name. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, right? Probably different positions, but we have him on the same team with us. Sub him in maybe if he doesn't fit the right role, right? We have those fucking guys on our team. And then our big man, we could solve that big man in a draft or something. Maybe get JaVale McGee back. Something.
Or Boogie Cousin.
Or Boogie, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like we need to have that dominant big body. Perfect world, I'd love it, but I just don't see us getting Dame and Westbrook in the same year. I think it's one or the other.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I just don't feel. I don't feel like
I
don't feel like we're gonna have enough trade capital to do it. That's what I'm thinking. It's Chris Paul and one of those guys.
Gotcha.
With LeBron.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And then just to play devil's advocate and then throw it out there and get people on the podcast to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I threw this out there to you, and you shot it down the same way. And I'm not saying 100% I believe it. I'm just throwing it out there. But what if, and you even said if we could guarantee Anthony Davis stood healthy. So let's say perfect world, Anthony Davis is staying healthy. He's a dominant force when he's out there on the floor, stays healthy. You trade LeBron.
Yeah.
Because he is at the end of his career. He's getting older. For a Dame Dollar that's in his prime, a Westbrook that's still in his prime, they're not the older guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can you imagine that Anthony Davis, Dame, and Westbrook and Chris Paul? Like, it's fucking dominant.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But like to your point, like Anthony Davis, like and Charles Barkley even made fun of it. You know, he can't stay healthy. He's in street clothes all the time.
But on top of that, it's LeBron James. The Lakers would never even consider it, to be honest. Like, even if it would, like, guarantee them a championship, like, even if, like, a fucking sidekick was like, hey, dude, you're going to win a championship if you trade LeBron James. No, he's not trading LeBron. They're not trading LeBron James. That's LeBron James.
But I just kind of feel like trade him before he leaves. Because LeBron's proven to not be a loyal person.
Yeah. He did say he wanted to spend the rest of his career in LA, though.
That's what you say when you're there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good point.
Derek Carr's saying he don't want to play for anybody but the Raiders, but if someone fucking offers him a fat-ass contract, he's going to be like, peace out, and then he's going to get there and talk so much shit about the Raider organization,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
LeBron James is literally comparable to the Bucks. Like, that's...
He's the Brady.
The fucking Tom Brady Buccaneers.
Yeah, but that's barely Brady's second team.
Yeah.
LeBron went Cleveland... to the Heat, back to Cleveland.
Well, what I'm comparing is the amount of control they have over their teams. That's what
okay, yeah,
and their
that makes sense.
Shit. Like LeBron James, like if LeBron James was like, "Hey, trade everybody on this fucking roster," they're gonna trade everybody on the roster. You know, like they're gonna listen to what fucking LeBron James has to say.
See, but they went down that road with Kobe.
Yeah.
You know, but Kobe's the best. I don't know.
And Kobe retired a Laker.
Yeah.
Never left once.
Do you think we see Bron and his son playing the same team or against each other one day?
Against each other.
You don't think he ends up with the Lakers?
We're not gonna. The Lakers would never, like, shit the bed that badly to get a high enough pick.
That's true.
And Bronny would go like to one of, like the inside 3 picks.
Playing for the Pelicans or something.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of, whatever happened to fucking Zion?
There was a minute where he was getting hurt for a while. A minute where he was a fucking beast. I don't know. I think he's having injury problems right now. He might.
I kind of feel like when
supporting cast just fucking sucks.
When you're that fucking big, I feel like it's easy to get hurt.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like with all these NBA players, like you look at the smallest guy on the court, and you look up his stats, and the guy's 6'1", and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
He looks little as shit out there, and he's 6'1".
Yeah.
You know.
And also too, like what I think about is I wasn't gonna make the same point. I was literally just gonna change it up. The playoffs this year, like talent field, top to bottom, there wasn't a team that didn't have a star on it.
Nope.
The Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Nets, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. The Hawks, Trae Young. Right? Giannis on the Bucks.
I think
Devin Booker on the Suns.
Weakest team was the Knicks.
The Knicks, yeah, and they had Julius Randle. And that one fucker, what was his name? I can't remember.
Where was Carmelo playing with?
Carmelo was playing with the Trailblazers.
That's
with
right.
Dame Dollar, and I don't even think they made the playoffs this year, I don't think. Wait, did they?
I think they did, but I think they had an early out.
No, they did.
They did the thing before the playoffs.
They might have played the Bucks.
I think they did that. What was it? What were they calling it before the playoffs?
The play-in?
The play-in, yeah.
NBA playoffs 2021. Let me look this up real quick. Let me look this up right here. They lost to Trailblazers lost to the Nuggets.
Who the fuck the Nuggets have on their team?
Nuggets had MVP, the Joker. What's his name?
Yeah.
Fucking Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking name.
Fucking Joker, man.
Yeah.
Funny guy. Okay, now that I have it here, the Jazz versus the Grizzlies. Jazz had is that the Jazz? Yeah, the Jazz had Donovan Mitchell, and that one fucking dude, Clarkson. I think Clarkson.
Daniel Clarkson?
Something Clarkson, I
The
think.
dude that I told you used to play for the Lakers.
Yeah. They had him. They had fucking Donovan Mitchell. The Grizzlies, they got Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, that kid's a stud, dude. That kid's a fucking animal. Clippers, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Mavericks, Luka Doncic. Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. Trailblazers, Dame Dolla, Kamar Anthony, CJ McCollum. The Suns, Devin Booker and LeBron James, or Devin Booker and CP3 and the Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. 76ers, Joel Embiid. I forget what that fucking team is. The Pistons, I think? The Wizards? Who the fuck do the Wizards have? Bradley Beal, I think?
Yeah.
Knicks, Julius Randle. Hawks, Trae Young. Bucks, Giannis. The Heat, Jimmy Butler.
The Heat. I thought they were going to make it to the finals this year.
They got fucking smoked by the
Bucks.
The Heat, they got Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro. Nets, I mean, come on. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Durant. The Celtics, they had Jason Tatum, who's a fucking animal. Jason Tatum is the next fucking Celtic star. That guy's a fucking beast. But yeah, top to bottom, every team has a star. At least one. Most of them, at least. And that's fucking nuts. Like, that's some great fucking sports. That's some great fucking basketball. Like, you can't ask for a better, like, playoff. Right? Like, who missed out? Maybe Seth. Or Steph Curry. Maybe, right? And then the Golden State Warriors. Maybe him. But other than
and they were knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah. They had to beat the Lakers to get there, so... I mean, they weren't going to get there no matter what. They were set up for failure.
So that goes into the next one. With all those stars in the NBA, who do you think's the next face of the NBA? Who's that fucking guy?
So...
Who's that Jordan for Jordan's era, Kobe for Kobe's era, LeBron for this era? Or the, old era, but...
This is who I'm gonna compare who to. Actually, no, I don't think I can. Because this is like the era I've watched the most in, so I don't think I would be able to. But there's only 3 that could take after LeBron. Skill-wise, it'll be Trae Young. Trae Young or Luka Doncic. Championship-wise, Giannis, Devin Booker, or maybe Luka Doncic. But a lot of people were saying that, like, it's going to be harder for somebody who isn't American to be the face of the NBA, which I completely disagree with. Like, people were like, Luka Doncic speaks multiple languages. He isn't from the United States. Same with Giannis. But I was like, dude, who fucking cares? They could speak English. They're fucking great people, and they are amazing basketball players. So...
See, but like every era had multiple great players. Like even Kobe's era, you talk about Luka. Who do you replace? Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Dirk was in the same era as Kobe. Great fucking players, cream of the crop, but he's still not the Kobe.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Luka's that next big name.
Yeah. Is Dame Dolla considered young?
I think so. But we talked about that too because I always still consider Steph Curry part of the younger group, and he's not. He's one of the older guys. He's been around for a minute.
I don't know if Dame Dolla is as old or younger than
he might be. Can you look that up? Because I kind of feel like you're right. I feel like he is older.
Damian Lillard. 31.
And Steph is
30, I think.
Oh shit.
Steph Curry is 33.
So they're towards the end because LeBron's
middle,
30. LeBron and Chris Paul are 36.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So they're like right there, dude. They got, if you put it in that, you're saying they got maybe 2 or 3 years max. What's Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
What Russell Westbrook is? Russell Westbrook is 32 years old.
What the fuck? So that era is starting to pass, dude. It's got to be the Trays. It's got to be the Giannis's, the Bookers. Wow.
Yeah. So
I think
Westbrook Steph Curry and Dame Doll have like 6-7 years, I think, left in them. 7 or 8.
But
Maybe.
dominant years, I'd say maybe 3. Because
I would
LeBron's
argue
not
otherwise.
dominant no more,
Yeah,
and he's 36. He didn't take him to no championship.
Yeah, but he had a hurt
He couldn't-
Anthony Davis and a fucking bum ass.
But that's what I'm saying.
supporting lineup.
Giannis didn't have nobody really, and he won a
His
championship.
team
He's
did step up
dominant,
a
dude.
Little bit.
He's dominant.
Enough. His supporting cast stepped up enough.
LeBron's at the point where he needs somebody like Anthony Davis to continue winning. That's what I mean. Like, he's still a dominant player, but for a team, like, I think he's at the back end. That's what I'm saying. Like, Dame could still carry a team, Westbrook could still carry a team, Steph could still carry a team, but they're getting to those ages where they're,
It's debatable.
yeah,
Definitely
they have
something
to
talk about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Steph retires at 40. I think he hangs it up at 40, to be honest, because he just kind of goes out there and has fun.
I feel like the smaller guys like that can have longer
Well,
careers
he's just gonna
than
go out there
the
and
big
shoot.
dudes.
He's not gonna like fucking go in there and do a fucking.
Yeah, like the big guys have to throw fucking elbows with motherfuckers in the paint,
Yeah, as Steph gets
a little bit
older,
more physical.
Yeah, as Steph gets older, he'll stop running to the paint and just start fucking nailing them from 3.
Yeah. Because when Kobe was older too, like he like we were talking about, he always had those fucking ice packs on the knees, ankles, elbows, like, it just doesn't it's just not there no more.
Yeah.
But yet he's still in his last game put up 61 points and a dub.
Yep.
So
to change the subject, speaking of getting shitted on at some point, what the fuck happened to Cody Bellinger, dude? Have you seen the statistics?
you know what the fucking happened to him? He started fucking with girls and stopped fucking with baseball, and now he's about to be a dad, and he's all fucking smoking weed, and he's all... No, I'm just kidding, I don't know if he smokes weed. But, like, maybe he just needs to figure shit out, man. He's at a point in his life where, he's got a girl, he's creating a family and a kid, and I think he's trying to find that balance, You're stressed out, like, when's she gonna have the baby? I'm on the road... trying to focus on baseball.
The combination of that, the combination of coming back from a serious injury, trying to change your batting stance. On top of that, the pressure of everybody talking shit about you pretty much. And on top of that, the expectation from where you came from. Like, he's in a fucking tough spot. Like, people give him a lot of shit. Like, defensively, fucking beast still.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot talk shit about Cody Bellinger defensively.
He's a Gold Glove winner.
Beast on defense, and nothing's changed even after the injury.
He's a Gold Glove winner, and he's a former MVP. Like, and not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'd still take him over. Like, we always talk about this. People go through slumps, especially in baseball. They play so many fucking games, dude. You can't be perfect in every fucking game when you're playing 100-some games a year.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be slumps, dude. Like, people are giving Mookie shit. And Mookie's still one of the best baseball players in baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, people need to relax.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to, like, fucking stroke Cody Bellinger here. Like, going 6 for 69 or 4 for 69 in the past, like, 25 games is unfucking acceptable.
Yeah, that's
going
fucking
4
pretty
for
bad.
69 is fucking trash.
Yeah.
And every single one...
It's a pretty bad run.
Each and every single one, if not, like, most of it, were fucking strikeouts. Swinging and missing horrifically. Like, not even pop flies, like, just fucking swinging and missing. You can't even get the fucking bat on the ball, dude. And that's fucking embarrassing. Like, I don't know what he needs to change about his stance. I don't know what the fuck the deal is, but, like...
Let me ask you this. What are your thoughts on Babe Ruth?
Fucking GOAT, dude. One of the greatest. Right? Home run king.
Home run king. All right, perfect. I'm glad you said that. Did you also know he also has a stat for the most strikeouts?
That's a good point.
So you could go on, and it was because every time that motherfucker was up there, it was home run or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm swinging for the fucking fences.
Yeah.
Like, and he was a big dude. The Babe was a big dude. That's why there was games toward the end of his career where he'd hit, get to first base, and had to have a pinch runner if it was a home run because he was like, I can't run the bases.
Yeah. Justin Turner with a big bomb. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good thing to think about. And a lot of people are saying, like, he needs to go to the minor leagues, which I think is a little bit fucking... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Because offensively, he's so fucking horrific that I don't know if defensively is enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking bad. Like, maybe he does, but, like, you think about it, you're like, okay, maybe he does need to go to the minor leagues. But, like, you also got to think, too, who the fuck are we replacing him with? Who's taking his spot? And especially...
So, I'm not trying to say Cody's compared to the Babe Ruth. So, to get on your point about AAA. So, I think if you do that, it might be because it's a confidence thing. So, maybe they need to get him back in his right mind state. So, if you go to AAA and you're going against a pitcher that you know you could rake off of, and you're fucking knocking out some home runs, and all of a sudden your confidence is back, like, I'm fucking killing it in AAA, and then you get back to the pro. So, in that aspect, I guess I could see why going to AAA might help him. The confidence side.
Put him down in AAA, it needs to be now. I don't know how many games. I don't know how many games we have left in the season, but it's not a lot until playoffs. Let him sit in the minors for a little bit, and then pull him when the playoffs start. Okay,
so we drop him in AAA. Who do we put in his place that's better? That's going to make a difference. If it's nobody, you leave him where he's at because he's still better than the next guy up.
Well, what everybody's saying is Matt Beatty, but a lot of people are saying like Matt Beatty could supply a decent bat, but defensively he's not fucking good.
Yeah. Then you just leave him pitch hitting.
Yeah, maybe.
You know. Yeah. Did you also hear Pujols wants to re-sign with us?
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He almost wants to retire a Dodger. He said he wants to end his baseball career as a Dodger, but he'll probably sign that 1-day contract with the Cardinals and for his career. Yeah. But he says it's the most fun he's ever had playing baseball in a long time.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'd take fucking Pujols, Uncle Albert.
Yeah, fucking Uncle Albert's killing it for us, dude.
Fucking maybe Uncle Albert needs to get fucking Cody Bellinger, sit him in a room, and fucking have a heart-to-heart with his fucking ass.
Oh my god. And also, too, Albert Pujols is kind of like fucking, like the Chase Utley, like the David Freese of our team.
Yeah. I fucking love Freese, dude.
I fucking miss David Freese, man.
He was super underrated on our team, dude.
What a fucking beast he was for us. Yeah. Especially in the playoffs. He had so many moments that I will never fucking forget David Freese.
Clutch.
So fucking clutch, dude.
Yeah.
He went up there and just put the bat on the ball every fucking time.
Consistent was just clutch.
Fuck, yeah.
And then nobody expected it. So when it happened, everybody was like, oh, but we were always like, fucking Freese, dude. Fuck it. Why isn't he in there? You know?
Yeah. And we were always like, oh, David Freese is up. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
You know?
Is this your boy we're talking about right now?
Yeah, Belly. .158 average.
Fuck.
As of 7/23/21. A .158.
You know what'd be fucking great right now is we're talking all this shit about his batting, and this motherfucker just comes up right now and hits a fucking bomb.
A fucking massive bomb.
But what's gonna happen is he's gonna get K'd right now.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get fucking K'd. Right here, 2-2 count, he's gonna get fucking K'd.
So do you think, because this is his first year with his new batting stance, right?
Yeah, I think he's switching it up.
Do you think that had a change? A reason? Pop fly.
Pop fly. Alright. Well,
but
better than a strikeout.
Do you think that has to do with his slump? Because we were talking about, he had a great year last year, I think after the MVP year, and then they're saying, oh, he changed his batting stance. Why?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying, discomfort, whatever the fuck, but it's
if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. Where the fuck is that? Very quickly, hold on.
So, for you guys that don't know, I'm trying to watch a little bit more of SmackDown because X is super, not only in SmackDown, just in wrestling, he's very well versed in it. And sometimes when we're talking about it, I kind of just go off of the old shit I know of.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to watch it a little bit more so that way I understand. Oh, fuck yeah. And
it
goes right on my boy as soon as it gets put on there, the fucking demon, Finn Balor. So I'm trying to watch SmackDown a little bit more just so I could kind of get, I'm not only going off of old and past times experience, I'm trying to be able to get more into the talking, the storylines and stuff.
Hey, and a perfect transition. So this time around, we do have we don't have a script or anything. We just kind of have a laid
topics.
Out of topics, so we could just kind of remember just in case we run out of something or whatever.
Yeah.
So one of the things that's up here is we have 3 topics regarding wrestling. So WWE versus AEW. John Cena's return, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk to the AEW. Which one you want to talk about first? You know what?
So how about, okay, let's look at them. So those bottom 3. In order to get to AEW versus WWE, I think we have to talk about Daniel Bryan and CM Punk to AEW and the impact that has.
Yeah. I agree.
to get to WWE. And I kind of feel like that's their reason why they're trying to bring Cena back for that bump, because they know the bump AEW is about to get.
They have sources, and they know that like they're on their way. Yo, when I tell you, I most of the time when it comes to wrestling, I'll watch clips on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'll read shit, so I'm up to date with the story. I don't really watch the show beginning to end. I'm gonna watch every Wednesday AEW Dynamite every single Wednesday.
Dude, I fucking wish I didn't go to work so early, because I would love to watch it. Because honestly, I know I just said we need to talk about this first, but we talk about the WWE versus AEW. For me, just off of what I know, not even watching the shows, just on small clips and the whole era we're in, it's AEW 100%.
All the way.
That video you sent me on Twitter, and I'm like, dude, that's old school. Fuck yeah! Oh my god!
What the fuck is happening?
When they start cheering in the stands, holy shit! Yeah. Holy shit! It's that
AEW.
AEW, yes. So for me, I feel like AEW is keeping the golden years alive, and WWE is trying to, I don't know, like evolve. I don't know what they're trying to do.
What the fuck they're trying to do?
Are they trying to stick with a younger audience? I don't know.
Let me lay this out for you. This is what's happening right now. So for a while, in my opinion, AEW is just better. As far as WWE versus AEW, it's AEW all the way. I put NXT in a different category than WWE.
Okay.
In my eyes.
Yep, I see that.
Because in WWE, when I think WWE, I think of SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
I put NXT somewhere else. It's under WWE technically. I think of like NXT as like the Marvel Cinematic Universe being under Disney.
Got it.
In a weird way.
Yeah, no. I totally get it.
Right?
Yeah.
If we were talking WWE NXT versus AEW, we got a conversation.
Yeah.
But if we're talking WWE versus AEW, SmackDown and Raw versus AEW, I'm watching AEW every night.
It's almost like WWE. SmackDown and Raw are kind of pulling down NXT a little bit, and that's what's making the WWE versus AEW lopsided.
Remember that, because that's something I want to talk about later on.
Okay.
Let me finish this point I was gonna make. When you talk about WWE versus AEW, it's AEW all the way.
Yep.
And the reason why AEW doesn't get the same recognition, or why it's not as talked about as WWE, I mean, it is. When AEW is on, it gets trending #1 on Twitter every fucking Wednesday. So, I mean, it does get recognition. But the reason why nobody's walking around with AEW t-shirts is because their shows are fucking amazing. From what I've been able to see, their stories are fucking entertaining. Their matches obviously are entertaining as fuck. Their wrestlers are obviously charismatic and dope as fuck. But they don't have the John Cenas, the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, the guys that everybody kind of knows.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's going to happen is WWE sitting pretty right now. They're like, we got the fucking faces, we got wrestling, we got all this shit going for us. We don't have to worry about AEW. They're not going to fuck with us views-wise. When CM Punk and Daniel fucking Bryan come to AEW, WWE's going to be in some fucking shit. Because you're talking about two of the most famous fucking wrestlers in the current WWE era in my WWE era, going to AEW. CM Punk is one of the greatest fucking wrestlers. Like, he doesn't get talked about enough as one of the greatest fucking wrestlers in WWE of all time. He's not the fucking one of the Mount Rushmores, but he's on top 10s, top 15s for me. His fucking pipe bomb promo will never be forgotten. His matches were fucking dope and entertaining every time. His mic skills will go down in history as some of the most unmatched mic skills ever. And then you talk about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, I know you hated him in his run.
I still do.
Yeah, still do. Daniel Bryan, Mount Rushmore, from one of the greatest underdogs WWE has ever seen. Ever, of all time. He's on my Mount Rushmore with like Rey Mysterio and all those, Jeff Hart, like as an underdog.
Alright, so let me just throw this out there. Granted, 2 great stars from WWE going to AEW. Got it. Understood. This is my fear for the situation. And you're going to get this reference. Because we're also big MMA fans.
Yeah.
UFC, Pride.
Okay.
Pride is like the AEW, not that well known, but have these big fucking names. Anderson Silva, Vanderlei Silva, the Nogueira brothers,
Right.
Element, Fedor. All these big names. And way more entertaining than the UFC. They had the fucking head kicks on the floor. Way more graphic, way more fucking detailed. Crazy. Everybody was like, Pride's way better than UFC. But UFC at the end, because they were in the business longer, won and bought Pride out. Is that going to happen here?
If it does, it won't be bad. And I'll tell you why. Because if WWE buys out AEW, we're getting AEW versus WWE real. We're getting Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns.
But for how long? Because we had that with WCW, and it was fucking great. And then it went away. And then we had that with ECW, and it was fucking great. Then it went away. And WWE does what WWE does when they kind of, okay, we ate them up. Now we're going to go back to what we want, the PG era. And it's going to go back to ruining shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I think only good things could happen. Because in that spurt of AEW versus WWE, that'll be some of the greatest wrestling ever,
Kenny Omega getting over there finally.
Yeah, fucking Hangman Page wrestling Seth Rollins, maybe the Young Bucks wrestling the New Day, or.
But what about the guys that left there because of beef with WWE, and they're like, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
And then they have the second stringers instead. Like, it took so long for Sting to get over to WWE.
Yeah, and he's with AEW now.
And he's with AEW now.
Darby Allin and shit. Oh my god. WWE's so fucked if they don't buy out AEW. They are so incredibly fucked.
If they're not careful, man, they could lose this war.
They could, because they are running out of money. That's why they started releasing wrestlers and shit, right? I'm pretty
COVID fucked up a lot of companies, dude.
Yeah.
Losing ratings for not having fans there. I think they're gonna really try to. And I talked to you about this the other day. Try to run the whole, run with the whole fans coming back and the adrenaline, the pump of hearing the crowd. And I know it was good for the wrestlers to kind of go out there and just do their thing and not worry about the crowd noise. But I think it's good for us to hear that, and the interaction. I think it's pretty badass.
Yeah. So let me tell you this though. With AEW might win this war, and I'll tell you why. They are doing some of the smartest shit right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are playing a game of fucking chess, and WWE is just so oblivious.
They're playing checkers. WWE is playing checkers, and AEW is playing chess.
Dude, like, AEW is playing it smart as fuck right now. The only way they could lose is if WWE buys them out, I think. And that's not really losing. They're getting their money's worth, and they're having a fucking dope war, dope storyline. Wrestling's going to be great for a while, and then it's going to fall off again, like you said. But I don't really think that's a bad thing. If you get good wrestling is good wrestling, You don't want to see these guys fucking fight each other, right? But what AEW is doing
to get
right
those
now,
dream matches.
Yeah. But what AEW is doing right now, that is fucking smart. All of the famous guys, all of the guys that all the fans loved that are being released, AEW is signing.
Mm-hmm.
So Aleister Black, he was fucking dope in NXT. Dope, and he was just a dope wrestler, and he had a dope character and a dope storyline. He gets cut from WWE. Everybody's on Twitter like, how the fuck? What the fuck? This is crazy. Signs with AEW. Has a storyline with Cody Rhodes. Killing it.
Right? Rusev is over there.
Rusev is over there. Right?
Did Braun sign over there yet?
Braun has not. I don't know what Braun Strowman is doing. I heard he might come back to WWE, though. Anyways. Rusev, right? Aleister Black. He's now like Malachi Black. Andrade Cien Almas. This Mexican wrestler, he was with WWE.
Is he the one that's dating Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, he's the one who's dating Charlotte Flair. Yep. And then they got and then now they're maybe gonna have CM Punk and fucking Daniel Bryan. And I don't think you realize how fucking insane that's gonna. They have Dean Ambrose, John Moxley.
John Moxley, yep.
Fucking one of their star guys. It's fucking Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. That guy's a nutcase. I mean, you've seen him get stabbed in the fucking face and thrown on a bunch of fucking...
With a fork.
Yeah. Like, he's having a great time over there in fucking AEW. And so, I don't think you realize how fucking crazy CM Punk and Daniel Bryan being there is going to be. And to add to that flame, AEW is an open brand. They're not strict. They don't close everything off.
They let them do Japan and all that.
They let them go to Japan. They let them go to, TNA and Impact Wrestling and all this shit, right?
TNA still going? And Impact Wrestling? Oh, okay.
I think Impact's still going. But you got all these fucking brands, right? You know who was in the crowd of one of the AEW shows?
Ooh.
A member of the Bullet Club. Imagine the Bullet Club comes to AEW and you get a fucking star set with Switchblade.
That's not a coincidence.
Tomatonga.
That's not a coincidence.
CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and you get the fucking craziest like NWO type shit Bullet Club in fucking AEW. That'll be some of the greatest fucking television ever. Ever. I will watch every fucking Wednesday the show beginning to end. And
What is it, an hour or two?
Like an hour, 2 hours, I think. Dude, that would be the craziest television.
Does AEW have women wrestling?
Yeah.
So do you think CM Punk brings his old lady with him?
AJ Lee? Oh, that would be
Because we haven't
nuts.
seen her in a fucking ring for a while, dude.
And she was a fucking beast in her.
Yeah, she was.
She was a fucking, she was the star of the show.
Dude,
AEW
be dope.
might just fucking destroy WWE.
That'd be fucking dope.
Because one thing I have always said is people don't utilize factions like they should.
No, I'm 100% on that. I miss the Dungeon of Doom, the NWO, the NWO Wolfpack, the fucking Nation of Domination.
Yep.
You know, all that shit. DX, the Brood.
Yep.
You know, like
and they started to fuck with it a little bit in WWE. They had the Undisputed Era with Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, what the fuck, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. That faction in NXT was fucking fire, and then they did the, somebody betrayed us shit again, whatever.
Same shit. And I hate it when you call it 100% every time you're like, this was going to happen.
Adam Cole's going to betray the Undisputed Era, and exactly that's what happened. Yep.
I hate that shit, man.
And it's just predictable. It's overused storylines. Luckily, though, it happened in NXT, so the matches and the storylines ended up being cool from that. But it's just, I just kind of hate that. It's kind of like a wrestling pet peeve of mine when teams or factions break up because somebody betrays the other person or something.
There's got to be more smarter ways of doing it.
Like, get me like something where it's like they're forced to break up. Like the manager comes out where you're like, you guys gotta fucking fight each other. And then they fight each other and they have to break up or something, you know?
Yeah, or like, that's another thing. We talked about factions. I also miss the time of dominant managers. Like, all we have is Paul Heyman now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had Mr. Fuji. You had Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yep.
You had Jim Cornette. You had fucking Brother Love. You had Scary Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
You had fucking badass managers that literally helped carry your career and just made shit legit.
Paul Bearer?
Paul Bearer.
Fucking Bearer.
Ooh. You know? Like,
yeah,
dude,
guy.
I love watching like those documentaries on their shit, and then you go back and it shows Paul Bearer like being a normal guy, and he's fucking all shit faced with the beer and just like fucking drinking beer with Undertaker and Yokozuna and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, where's the weird guy at, dude? Yeah.
Fucking guy, dude. I agree with you. Managers need to come back. They only have MVP and Paul Heyman.
Dude, and then also bring back the old school Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Dude, where you had fucking teams versus teams, and you knew who were the good guys, you knew who were the bad guys. The winner of all the good guy teams teamed up for one last final match against the bad guys of the other team, and then you had one final match. Like that one year, we had like 8 bad guys. It was Ted DiBiase, Warlord, and like fucking 5 other dudes. King Kong Bundy, I don't remember who it was, against Tito Santana, Ultimate Warrior, and Hulk Hogan. And it was like 8 against 3 from their teams that were left. And it was like the greatest fucking thing ever to watch, dude.
So imagine this. This is like my dream scenario here. If anybody of the fucking WWE execs are listening to this,
you better fucking pay me for this
fucking
ID.
Pay me for this shit. You ready? AEW takes over WWE.
Okay.
You know, the show's like normal. It's fucking SmackDown. Let's say it's SmackDown. Fucking Roman Reigns wins the match, whatever. He's like, I'm the fucking head of the table, whatever. Fucking Kenny Omega emerges from the crowd. Comes in there and beats the fuck out of Roman Reigns. Beats the shit out of him, right? Throws him on a cup, like, gets him with a chair, whatever. You know, takes his hood off and everybody's fucking losing it. It's fucking Kenny Omega. Oh, fucking Kenny Omega! AEW's in WWE! What the fuck? It cuts to the backstage. All the women's wrestlers, it cuts to the backstage. All the women's wrestlers are getting fucked up by all the AEW women's wrestlers.
Like the old school
shit.
shit.
And then it cuts to fucking the Young Bucks beating the shit out of the New Day. And then it cuts to fucking a bunch of male wrestlers beating the fuck out of everybody in the locker room. And then all the AEW wrestlers just come out with like different WWE wrestlers and throw them in the fucking middle. And then fucking Cody Rhodes is like, Triple H or whoever the fuck, get the fuck out, or get out of here, whatever, right? And he comes out here and he's like, we're taking over this bitch, right? It goes on for weeks of AEW just manhandling the WWE, right? Goes on SmackDown, goes on Raw, maybe cuts to a bunch of storylines where like the WWE like SmackDown and Raw like and NXT are like, we gotta fucking work together, man. They're punking us, like we can't let this happen, right? It all comes down to Survivor Series, where Triple H they go back and forth. Like WWE gets a win one night and AEW gets a win one night, where they're just like they get
back
over
and forth,
right?
fighting each other, jumping each other.
Triple H is on like the stage, right, with every single WWE wrestler, like every mainstream WWE wrestler, and then Cody Rhodes is in the ring with all of the AEW talent in and outside of the ring, right? Triple H challenges Cody Rhodes. He's like, my team versus your team. You get four teams together, 4 teams of 4 together. I'll get 4 teams of 4 together. We've settled this as fucking Survivor Series.
Old school.
You get the Bullet Club wrestling against the fucking the Inner Circle.
God damn, he's old.
And you get the Bullet Club wrestling against the Inner Circle. You get another team against another team, and then on the other side you get SmackDown versus Raw, NXT versus whoever.
What if, because you were cussing, you're like, oh, I mean, what if they also do fucking hardcore era of AEW against fucking PG era, and it's on a pay-per-view, and Cody Rhodes is actually dropping F-bombs.
That'd be fucking
and
dope.
blurring it out, and they're like, oh my god, like on WWE, they're fucking cussing right now. Fuck your PG era.
Right?
You know, we're here to fuck you up. We're here to bring it back, baby. We're here to bring it back to the old school, you know?
Wrestling shit like that.
Yeah, like hardcore shit like that, dude. That'd be dope.
You do the tournament, right? 4 factions versus 4 factions on both sides, right? You get the tournament. You get Cody Rhodes versus Triple H. You get.
I almost feel like Triple H is too old now. But yeah,
he'll still have it.
Yeah, he'll still put a good match.
2 years maybe.
You know what? Not to change the subject, but before I forget this point, you talked about Kenny Omega and like how the crowd would be so pumped up to see him. My biggest fear with Kenny Omega is he comes too late, like Sting did.
Or AJ Styles.
Or no, AJ Styles still has some great matches, dude. He still has some great matches, but like Sting came too late, and I would have loved to have seen a Sting Undertaker match. And we never will now because they're both out of their prime. So, like, I don't know who you'd put Kenny Omega with right now. Maybe a Roman Reigns or a Brock or AJ Styles. I don't know. But, like, I don't want him to finally get there. And it's like, but that's not the Kenny Omega I wanted to be there. I wanted the prime Kenny Omega.
Well, Kenny Omega will be there if AEW takes over. But Kenny Omega will stay later at AEW. So we won't have to ever worry about that. You know, where he's like later in his career. That'll never happen, I don't think. I think he'll always stay with AEW unless AEW takes over WWE.
Or gets bought out the other way.
Imagine that, though. And then, like you said, they buy it out. Like, what if AEW and WWE, like, were in harmony, but every Survivor Series, like a purge, every Survivor Series, they fought against each other. They were in harmony, left each other alone, but every Survivor Series, they went at it.
Or make it even, like, an ultimate big thing, and it's, like, Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT versus AEW.
That'd be dope,
like,
too.
Like, multiple teams, you know, and then you kind of get the last of the last.
Well, you do the tournament.
Yeah, the tournament.
SmackDown versus Raw and NXT versus AEW, and then the survivors of both those teams fight it out in the final.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fire. And what you could do is, like, you keep AEW and SmackDown and WWE all in harmony, right?
Yep.
They leave each other alone, but every Survivor Series they go at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can even throw some shit in there where they do trades. Oh my god, SmackDown traded Big E for a Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy's coming to SmackDown. You're like, oh shit, you know, you get trades and shit. You know, you involve the draft. Maybe.
When they had the draft, that was pretty dope, dude.
You get shit like that where you're just like, oh, we're getting fucking this AEW superstar on Raw. What the fuck? You know, that'd be fucking cool too.
What did you say, Jungle Boy?
Jungle Boy.
Is that the one we were talking about? That's Luke Perry's son?
Yep.
Dude, I didn't know that, and then when I seen the picture, I was like, fuck, he looks just like his dad.
Yep. That's crazy how shit worked out.
Yeah. He was in the fans with his pops watching wrestling.
And now he's a wrestler. And I think he has the record in AEW right now. They have a storyline with him where he was undefeated for a while, like 50-0.
Oh, shit.
And he lost his first match to Kenny Omega for the belt. So, like, they're doing this thing where he's, like, super dominant. And he's, like, the baby face. He's fucking cool, man. I love Jungle Boy. He's the man.
I don't know about the name, but
Jungle Boy, it's I don't know. The name I like the most, I don't think they utilize him a lot though, is the Bad Boy Joey Janela. I don't know why that just sounds cool to me.
yeah,
The Bad Boy Joey Janela. You're just like, what the fuck? That
it almost
sounds old
flows
school.
all the words together,
Yeah.
like the name and everything almost flows together
The
perfectly.
Bad Boy Joey Janela, yeah, and you just hear Joey Janela, you're like, Joey Janela sounds like a cool wrestler. You know?
Yeah, it flows off the tongue really easy.
Yeah, Joey Janela.
You know, it really does.
Cool. Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks is cool. AEW's just fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
Like man, I don't know.
I trip out on the whole name thing, like how we were talking about Daniel Bryan is gonna be Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
You know, and like I told you the other day, like if you were an actor, what would your stage name be? And it's like he literally just said, I'm gonna switch my name around.
Yeah.
And make it Daniel Bryan, and it
think,
worked.
So if you watch Total Bellas, like I've seen a couple episodes of Total Bellas, Brie calls him Brian. She doesn't call him Daniel. She calls him Brian.
Because she knows him personally, and that's his real name.
His real name is Bryan Danielson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Like you said, like he just would. Let me just take out the sun, and then Bryan Daniel. Oh, Daniel Bryan. That sounds pretty.
And it
good.
actually sounds like a legit name.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It sounds. Yeah. And then so Bryan Danielson. He's coming to AEW. I'm looking forward because it's almost confirmed that he's coming to AEW. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. Like his storyline, his character. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does.
I switched my name up right now. Like Vasquez Erickson. Vasquez Erickson. That's my fucking wrestling name right there.
SmackDown.
Fucking Vasquez. Here comes Vasquez.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Daniel Bryan does.
Yeah.
I think CM Punk will come back the same. Like,
I just hope he's been out for a long
time.
time though. Like, can he still put in those high flyer moves? You know, Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson I think will transition real easy because he was wrestling recently.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't know about CM Punk.
CM Punk's gonna be fun to watch.
Does he go in there?
His skills are gonna be nuts. So.
Okay, good point. Because you know how some people when they try and transition back, they kind of just come in for a few weeks just on the mic talking shit before they actually get into a match.
Yeah.
Is that something CM Punk does? Does he just go, hey, I'm gonna come in here for a few weeks every Wednesday and talk shit to somebody and pick a fight while I get back in shape? Or does he go straight into fucking fighting?
I think he goes back into fighting, but I think you hold a good point. Fuck, man. So I realized that when the screen goes black, I'm gonna stop talking. When I realized when the screen goes black, the audio cuts out.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it cuts out a little bit.
But when we were doing it with on the podcast,
only,
okay. Because I was saying we were doing it on the thing with Lizzie, it came out a few times and like it stood recording.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It was weird. That was the first time it's happened. But anyways, AEW is gonna be fucking nuts, dude. You get CM Punk versus.
So to answer it, it's AEW for both of us.
I think it's AEW.
AEW over WWE.
Yeah.
All right. So the only thing we haven't touched on, John Cena's return.
Okay, so to go into this. I'm going AEW over WWE, but WWE is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing better than it has in like the past year or two.
I think it's because, like I said, they're using the fan getting brought back in, and they're riding that wave.
I think we did talk about this last week too, like them like being in COVID and shit, helping them with the stories and shit a little bit. Yeah, and I think they're taking advantage of the crowds.
And then if you look at bringing Cena back, that fucking crowd was fucking nuts, dude. It was fucking nuts. And then you see now on Twitter and everything, everybody's reaction, everybody's like...
And bro, the reaction was so crazy. Nobody in the crowd was going, John Cena sucks, like they usually do, or shit-talking Cena. They were fucking
pumped.
hyped to see John Cena.
Like, it was weird, though, because both of us, we knew somebody was coming.
Yeah.
You were saying... The
Rock, I think.
The Rock. We were saying Brock.
No, we were saying you were saying Brock, I was saying The Rock, but we were both saying Biggie.
And then we were saying Biggie, yeah.
We were like, Biggie, come on, cash in.
And then we're just like, oh man, I can't believe it's gonna fucking end like that. And then and then we both were like, oh and then I'm not gonna lie, I try to play it down a little bit only because I'm still butthurt at the whole fucking Fast Furious thing with him. And I was like, oh, fucking John Cena.
But like
still in the inside I was like, John Cena, you know, he's been out for a while.
I let it out. I was like, let's fucking go, John Cena.
Yeah,
I never thought those words would come out of my mouth. Let's fucking go, John Cena.
Yeah, for real.
Never did I think
John Cena.
Never did I think I would be fucking stoked to see John Cena.
I had to let my pride. I fucking let my pride block it a little bit. I was like, oh, fucking
dude,
John Cena.
Never did I. Oh, Dobson. Never did I think I would be fucking excited to see John Cena.
Dude, but the fucking crowd, dude.
It gives you chills.
It was
chills.
yeah.
I watched it 5 times.
I was gonna say it was electric, and that's
Electric,
100%.
yep.
Yes, it gave you chills. You're just like fuck.
Like that's good wrestling.
Hell yeah, dude. Like
good fucking wrestling.
You know why it was good wrestling? Because none of us could have predicted that. We were saying, what are the chances that The Rock would actually come back to wrestling? You know what I mean? So like, but we were like saying Brock Lesnar, fucking Biggie Cash In. Like we were going with the same old
I didn't
shit.
think John Cena.
Did not even think John Cena. You know, and that's good wrestling where you get them with that real shock and awe factor.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was the real shock and awe. Like, oh shit, John Cena.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of John Cena, you know? So that's what made it great.
And what's exciting for John, too, is because he got used to everybody, John Cena sucks, or boo, when he comes out. But, like, everybody hates Roman so fucking much. And this, I told you this, and that's how you know they're doing something right with Roman, is when you hate him so fucking much that John Cena's going to feel what it felt like to first come to the WWE where he was getting cheered all the fucking time.
And I think
he's going to get that back where everybody's going to be on fucking John Cena's shit now.
They finally used, how do I say this? So when they were trying to make Roman Reigns a good guy, it never fit.
Yeah.
Like nobody really accepted him as the good guy.
Everybody wanted him to be a bad guy, yeah.
Like everybody I don't know if they wanted him to be the bad guy, but they were like, he's not the one.
Yeah.
Like and like we were always talking about like they're forcing it. Mm-hmm. They don't need to force it. Like why are they forcing it? So like nobody wanted him to be the good guy. So when we made him the bad guy, it made it that much more easier because we were already like, stop fucking forcing him. So we started naturally hating him. Mm-hmm. So when we made him the bad guy, it came natural and perfect. So it was like, it was the right time to make him the bad guy.
Right.
And then we just hated him so fucking much that it makes him the perfect bad guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, it was...
And then he went on that spurt of being the good guy for a very, very, very long time, being like the man of the people and shit.
So do you think...
And then he retired, and then now he's back.
So do you think they're going to go away from this whole king of the family thing, the head of the table, or are they going to get away from that, or are they going to be like a sub story?
This is what worries me.
Rachel Ostovich won.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
this is
decision.
Decision.
She's crying like a motherfucker right now. I don't know what the fuck. You just got a fist fight. And Paige Van Zandt just stormed out pissed off.
So this is what worries me, right? John Cena's going to get cheered again. I'm going to fucking cheer for John Cena. I never thought I'd say that. I'm going to fucking cheer for John Cena. I'm going to be hyped for John Cena. He's going to put on he's going to put on great matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what worries me. Rumors say Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania next year. Locked in.
So then that means
John Cena's going to lose.
He's going to lose. Cause that's crazy you brought that up, because I literally was going to ask you, their first match, do they give it to Cena right away? But that just proves that they don't.
I want John Cena to win, but they're not going to Roman's going to win. They're going to do this fucking... What they're doing right now is they're doing this fucking, like, dominant championship. What the fuck? Where are they? I'm sorry, we're watching SmackDown. This dude's on a stage, like, in fucking Miami. I don't know where the fuck this guy's at.
It's like a concert. It's outside, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck? Anyways, Whale?
Oh, Wale.
Wale? Oh.
Whale?
So who the fuck is Whale, dude? Get the fuck out of the ring, Whale.
You fucking Whale? Whale? It's Wale.
But anyways.
They should put a little squiggly line on the E if you want the A. The Wale.
Yeah,
you know
right? But anyways.
Motherfucker can't spell on fucking SmackDown.
I'm gonna cheer John Cena, and I wanted John Cena to do this underdog, like, John Cena, turn adjustment, oh my god, he's gonna do it, 1, 2, John Cena does it, he beats Roman Reigns. They're not gonna do that.
What if,
They're doing this dominant champion thing where Roman Reigns is gonna go on the most insane championship run, and then The Rock's gonna beat him at WrestleMania.
When is WrestleMania?
I think, like...
Are we a year away, or?
Yeah, like a year from now, I think.
Because me and you always talk that we should be writers for WWE. So this is what I was thinking. This is what popped in my head. John Cena's actually doing it where he's whipping his ass on some of the shows, and we're like, oh shit, you know, just like fucking Edge was doing. And right before WrestleMania, John Cena's about to win. Mm-hmm. And the person that ruins it and lets Roman win is The Rock.
Oh, wow.
And The Rock says, only person that takes the head of the table away is me.
Yeah.
Not you, Cena.
Yeah.
Yes, he's out of line, but it's my place to fix it. Kind of like Thor and Loki. Like when they were trying to fucking say, hey, Loki, you're going to jail, Iron Man, and Thor was like, nah, I'm dealing with him. He's my problem.
Yeah.
Not you guys.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like Cena's ready to win. Everybody's like, fuck yeah, Cena's going to take this fool out. And The Rock comes in and helps him.
So that can't happen because, or it can. This is how I'm going to tell you it's going to happen though. So John Cena and Roman Reigns are going to wrestle at SummerSlam for the belt in 5 weeks. So this is what could happen. John Cena wins at SummerSlam, wins the belt. They go back and forth. They have a very long rivalry until WrestleMania. And right when John Cena is about to defend his title, then The Rock comes out, then that happens, and then they do this thing at WrestleMania with The Rock versus Roman Reigns, right?
But you don't think The Rock will want to do it when Roman's the champ?
I mean, it can't. I mean, you can't get John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Because they're going to wrestle in 5 weeks. And that'll be that.
Because I feel like at that point, like, what does it matter? Like, he's already been dethroned by Cena.
Maybe he'll win it back.
Maybe, yeah.
And then it'll be Roman defending it by then. I don't know. But all I know though.
But that's what's great too is we don't know.
Yeah, and
now we're gonna check in every week to find out.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. And also another thing too is one thing that we're not really talking about. Well, we should. When The Rock comes back, he can't be a part-time guy. Rock's not gonna come back and like be like, haha, I'm in fucking SmackDown. You know, right? Like he's gotta like cut a promo. He's got to cut promos every week. Maybe not wrestle, but cut promos every single week. And he's got to wrestle at WrestleMania. Right?
He's in so many movies. Can he do that? Can he travel with WWE?
I don't know. Well, he's going to have to. And when he does, I'm looking forward to seeing The Rock cut promos again.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, one of the most
King of the fucking mic.
Dude, one of the great, like, Mount Rushmore of mic skills.
The only one that could sit there, not say a fucking word, just hold the mic and go, and all of us were at the TV waiting for that first word.
Yep.
Like, how can you be perfect on the mic and not say a fucking word?
Dude, The Rock is going to cut the most insane promos, especially with that storyline. Like, he can't be goofy. I'm going to knock your corny ass. You know, he's going to have to, he's going to have to get serious. He's going to put that acting to work, dude. He's going to be like, you disrespect the family. Now I'm coming. All of our cousins, all of our people. It'd be fucking to them,
great
shit like that.
If he even came out there and had a full conversation with them in Samoan. Where everybody's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
And, like, it gets intense where they're, like, saying shit like, what do you mean? Like, and everybody's just like, what is going on right now? Like, what is he saying that he's so mad? And what is going on? And then maybe even Roman starts to cry or something. And everybody's just like, what's going on? And then it fucking cuts out. Show's over.
Or what if, like, they do the same where he goes rogue? Where Roman goes rogue, where The Rock comes out, he's like, I'm the head of the table. I always have been. You've always been in my shadow, this and that. And then Roman has to concede, like, damn, I gotta give him the head of the table. Because he's, like, afraid of him in a way. But he fucking snaps. And you know how, like, the Batista came back and beat the shit out of Ric Flair?
Yeah.
What if he does, like, a rogue thing where they bring back, like, their uncles or some shit and Roman just beats the fuck out of his uncles and, like...
Oh my god, you took the thing out of my head where, like, The Rock says that. He concedes, like, okay, Rock leaves for a week. He's not on SmackDown or Raw or whatever. The uncles are on there, and he snaps on the uncles and beats the shit out of them.
Right.
On TV. So then everybody's like, dude, The Rock's gotta fucking come back and answer. He just beat the shit out of their uncles, their ancestors, the fucking greats. Like, and it's just like, it adds on for a few weeks. Where, like, we should be like, fucking writers, dude.
You're the head of the table, protect your family then. You know, just beats the shit out of
them.
You gotta wrestle to be the head of the family. Whatever, like, you gotta...
Take it from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it from me.
Yep. So, that would be fucking dope. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the storyline's gonna be, what the promos are gonna be. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Dude, did they just literally change venues?
Yeah, I think they did. What the fuck? Yeah, the Street Profits are wrestling the fucking Academy right now.
There's like hundreds of people out there, hundreds of thousands. There's a lot of fuck is that?
Oh my god, what the fuck? You're getting our live reactions to SmackDown. But to continue, to close out the episode, I'm gonna say the Rushmore of blank, and I want you to give me what your Rushmore is.
Okay.
All right.
Do I have time to think about it?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
The Mount Rushmore of mic skills in WWE.
Ooh. Oh fuck. Okay.
I have two of mine.
The Rock.
Yep.
And even though I'd hate to say it and I'd hate to admit it, I really do hate to admit because I don't like him as a wrestler. I don't think he's that great of a wrestler, but you have to give him credit for his skills.
I know what you're gonna say.
The Miz.
Yep.
So The Rock, The Miz.
You have 2 of mine already.
Only because it was fucking funny, and you listened every time because you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Really? Because
he would say some shit about the aliens coming down from the mountains, and you're like, aliens coming down from what the fuck?
Yeah,
and he's just going on saying some random shit, and you're just like, yeah.
They're coming down.
Are there aliens in mountains then? Like he would just say some crazy shit, and you're like, right. What the fuck is he talking about right now? So just because I personally liked it, The Ultimate Warrior, right. Even though you had no idea, like I don't even know what the fuck he said, but it made you listen.
I have my 4.
It's only 4?
Yeah. I think, because the Mount Rushmore has 4 heads. Right? The 4 presidents, I think.
Yeah. Can I have time? Can I hear yours? And
right.
Maybe it'll kick mine in?
The Miz, The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, it gets tough around here, but CM Punk for sure.
Okay.
CM Punk had some of the greatest fucking promos. He has like fucking 15, 20 minute like videos of just some of the greatest fucking mic skills ever. Like he could talk his way through anything. CM Punk is a fucking man. That pipe bomb will never be the same. WWE will be better off without that old son of a bitch, Vince McMahon. It'll be better off when he's dead. And everybody's in the crowd's like,
did he just say that?
Did he just say that? And then he's like, but even that promo was fucking nuts. He goes, this brand will be off when that old man Vince McMahon is dead. But even then, he'll have his Looney Tune ass son-in-law Triple H and his whore ass wife. And you're just like, holy shit! Is he really saying this shit right now? You're like, holy fuck, CM Punk's the craziest. Where he just breaks down that 4th wall and doesn't give a fuck. CM Punk will say whatever the fuck he wants when that mic is on, and everybody's gonna listen. CM Punk for sure. The Rock, The Miz, CM Punk.
I think I have my 4th, but go ahead.
You know what? Hold on. The Rock, CM Punk. I'm taking out The Miz. The Rock, CM Punk, John Cena.
That was my 4th.
The Rock, CM Punk, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan.
The reason I was going to say John Cena is because I've seen him use personal shit to destroy somebody when they're like trying to cut a promo and they can't. Mm-hmm. And he just fucking ripped them and you're like,
Roman Reigns.
Fuck. Like he got personal with that dude on a show that's supposed to be like scripted, and he just embarrassed that fucking guy.
Nobody talks like John Cena. Like he could cut a promo. Like he's so great at talking, improvising. He fucking ripped the shit out of Roman Reigns that one time. And you remember I sent you that video?
Yeah.
He was like, if you want to be a good wrestler, you got to cut a promo, kid. And then Roman Reigns just sits there laughing because he couldn't come up with anything.
There's nothing he could say, but like,
he was sitting there in silence. Like he was like trying to come up with something. He's like, okay. And then John Cena was like, if you want to be a good wrestler, you got to cut a promo, kid. And then Kurt Angle was in the back like, and then you're just like, fuck.
When you could get the business into the personal side too, like,
it's great, dude.
It's great.
So it's The Rock, CM Punk, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan only because how fucking iconic it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tell you something, brother. When all the Hulkamaniacs come into WrestleMania to wrestle the Ultimate Warrior, you have one thing coming to you, brother. You're just like, oh.
Maybe I'll take the Warrior out and put Hogan in.
Yeah, because Hulk Hogan was so iconic.
Yeah.
So fucking iconic.
Yeah, for sure. What the fuck's going on?
I don't know what the fuck is happening on SmackDown right now, but they're at a fucking Coachella right now, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Bianca Belair is coming out swinging her hair. Okay. The Mount Rushmore of high flyers.
Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hardy.
Yep. Only WWE, because if it were all brands, I'd have a different take.
Mysterio, Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Shit.
I'm going to go Mysterio, Jeff Hardy. I'm going to go a new era guy, Ricochet.
I haven't seen him.
So Ricochet, you've seen him a little bit.
Sabu. From ECW. He got bought out and he was in WWE.
Really?
Yeah. Sabu.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, fucking dope.
Ricochet's a newer guy. You've seen him a little bit in the Money in the Bank.
Okay.
He was that guy who went onto the ropes and then jumped onto the ladder. And then when he got thrown off the ladder, he jumped onto the ropes again and did a fucking somersault.
Oh, yeah.
What
that
the
was
fuck
dope.
is happening?
Yeah, that was dope.
He does that every time. So I'm going to say Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet. And fourth, I'm going to say... Who's fucking nuts, man?
That's what I was trying to think of. Someone that's like...
That just
does
blows
some
your mind.
awe-inspiring shit. Oh, how about Kofi Kingston?
Kofi Kingston's a good one. Yep.
Kofi, dude.
Kofi Kingston.
Because, like, you go back to, like, the Royal Rumbles, and this motherfucker can't get thrown out of the ring.
Yeah.
He's landing on the fucking side beams and, like, all this crazy shit.
Yep.
So I'd probably say Kofi.
I got the next ones now. Wait, so did you get your four? You said Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, Sabu, and... Okay.
Kofi.
All right, next one. The Mount Rushmore of theme music.
That's too hard for me, dude.
I got mine.
I can't pick that one.
Batista. Batista. Edge. You think you know me. I could recite almost the entire song. On this day, I see clearly. And you're just like, let's fucking go!
Okay. I could do it.
Samoa Joe. So, Edge. Samoa Joe. Batista. And then I'm going to say Triple H.
Stone Cold.
Good one.
You hear that glass break?
Good one.
You know.
You know. Yeah.
The Rock. If you smell, you know.
Yep.
Legion of Doom. You hear the what a rush, and then the music kicks in. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
It's all personal preference because there's so many.
Stone Cold. And then I know it's not one person, but the NWO Wolfpack. When you heard that howl go, there's a you're like, oh shit.
WWE theme song, so it could be anything.
Those are my four.
Dude, when Edge came back, I think I almost cried. I think that was the one wrestling moment where I almost cried. Like, I've never almost cried watching WWE. Only 2 times have I almost cried watching WWE. When the Hardy Boys came back at WrestleMania.
I remember that.
We were live. We were there for that.
Yep.
I almost fucking cried. And then when Edge came back to the Royal Rumble. Dude, when it's like, who's coming out 27? And the crowd's like, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
That odd silence for a little bit. Yeah.
When you heard "You Think You Know Me" and then the fucking smoke comes out and the fucking crowd
and he
is
comes
screaming,
out running with that long trench coat jacket.
And he just looks around, it's been 16 years. The rated R superstar.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my fucking god! And then that theme music, that theme music was almost made for him to return.
Yeah.
On this day, I see clearly, and a chance to come to life. And he's just looking around, and he just throws up the fucking thing, and then the fireworks come out. You're just like, I almost cried, dude. I almost fucking cried. That was one of the greatest wrestling moments ever. Fucking Edge coming back. And you're just like, I fucking Edge! Oh my god! And that was one of those moments, like you were saying. Nobody had any
idea.
Fucking clue. There wasn't a rumor. There wasn't an idea. Edge came back and nobody had no fucking idea.
It's like when the Hardy Boys came back and then you see the behind the scenes and like people were like, I didn't even know. Even the superstars didn't know.
Yep.
Like that's the best kept secret and that's the best way to do it.
Yep. And that was, I almost fucking cried when that happened, dude. Fucking Edge.
Use the restroom.
Okay, so we're going to close it out here.
Yeah.
We could go on for hours about fucking...
Just so you guys all know, I don't have to take a shit. Because I know it looked like I went like that. I gotta piss. But and I've been holding for a minute. I don't want nobody to be like, this motherfucker cut the podcast out because he had to take a shit. Fuck you guys. No, I don't.
We can fist bump right now and then you can leave and I'll do the credits.
Okay. No, I can wait.
Okay, well... So for everybody, thank you for everybody for listening. An hour and a half episode was a great episode. We might do some more wrestling shit next week because I have some more Mount Rushmore that I want to get your take on. And we got like a full show that we're watching right now, and already just in the beginning we're like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, so we're gonna do that. There's also some shit with the NFL and DeAndre Hopkins that we didn't get to. Oh yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Fuck you, DeAndre Hopkins. You fucking scumbag. Whatever. Fuck you. I'm glad we didn't get him. Yeah. Right. What an idiot that guy is. Anyways, we'll talk about that next week. So, if you want to check out the podcast, Stuck in the Elevator Podcast on TikTok and on Instagram. If you want to follow me and stay up to date with the shit that I do, you can follow me at Bucky Barney with 2 Y's on Twitter and on Twitch. And then you could go watch my channel at... I hope it's not cutting out your mic. It doesn't cut... I could hear it from there. Okay. Mic, so it really doesn't matter. Bucky Barney with 2 Ys on Twitter and on Twitch, and then Xander OP3 on YouTube. All the links will be down in the description below. If you want to reach out to him, he doesn't have any social media, but he runs the Instagram account, Stuck in Library Podcast on Instagram. So if you want anything to ask him or talk to him, you can reach out to him on there. Thank you everybody who listened. Leave a comment and leave a like. Show your support. Share this shit around. If you tell us what you enjoyed the most about it, give us some fucking constructive criticism, what we could do better. Yeah.
I hope you guys love this podcast because I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, it's so much fun, dude.
I fucking love it, dude. I love doing it, and I love on Mondays rewatching it.
Yeah.
You know, I you know it's good, and I'm not tooting my own fucking horn here, but you know it's good when I rewatch it and I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Like if it's somebody else's podcast.
Yep.
You know, so fucking. If you guys don't like it, fuck you. But if you guys, if you like it, man, I appreciate the support. Love you guys. You know, we got so much more. Like COVID's kind of holding us back from the guest thing and everything like that. We're gonna get some more mics. We're gonna do some more shit. Like trust me, just for the core people that are staying with us, stay with us. Trust me, it's gonna get fucking good. You're gonna want to be on this fucking train. It's taking off, man. Like,
and we have some ideas on merchandise and giveaways and shit soon. So stay on it, man. And we appreciate
for real.
Who watches, you know, all the supporters and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's that.
Fuck yeah. That's that. I never caught on to that.